1888 and was buried in Bunhill Fields. He was 60 years old. And now, before concluding this short sketch, we must note one completely unjust but very common criticism of Pilgrim's Progress. It is that it sets forth a self-centered religion. The Christian pilgrim, it is argued, fled from the city of destruction to save his own life, leaving his wife and children, his friends and neighbours behind, when it would have been much nobler if he had remained in the city and tried to reform it, or at least to save his fellows. This is to misunderstand the allegory altogether. The city of destruction from which the pilgrim fled does not stand for an actual town, but for a state of mind, a disposition of the will, a way of life. If we think of some of the other place names in the allegory, this is at once clear: stupidity, conceit, apostasy, the slough of despond, doubting castle, the village of morality. Each of these is obviously a mental state or else a way of life. Therefore, when the pilgrim is represented as fleeing from the city of destruction, it means that he flees from a state of mind or course of life that he knows to be wrong. If Bunyan had made him remain in the city, it would have meant, according to the terms of the allegory, that he remained in his bad state of mind, and there would have been no Pilgrim's Progress to write about. When, however, Bunyan gets his pilgrims as far as Vanity Fair, he is able to stretch his allegory sufficiently to represent the reformist aspect of the Christian life. For Vanity Fair represents not simply the worldly mind, but European civilization, where we have Britain Row, French Row, German Row, Italian Row. And the pilgrims do not flee from it, but pass through it, and set themselves stoutly against those abuses in the town, which have themselves been set up against him who is higher than the highest, so much so that before the dream ends, the town is by way of being reformed. So we may end with Bunyan's own admonition: take heed in playing with the outside of my dream. Put by the curtains, look within the veil. And that short